Alright, here we go. This is a 3v3 on Vale between the green team in the bottom left-hand corner, Triplicity in the Alpha Striker, Yoyobuae in the Standard Chopper, and DK in the Gothic Warthog, and their opponents in the upper right-hand corner. The blue team, SPOTFIR in the Pirate Warthog, WayWay in the Chrome Saucer, and darkblaze47 in the brand spanking new Raptor Neo. And we are here on New Vale. New Vale has been a kind of a reference by everyone nowadays, because Vale has been reworked with these factory outposts being way open, because they used to be just chock full of neutrals. Taking a look at the loadouts, Triplicity does have stasis mines, and Yoyobuae actually has boxers, which is really never considered viable anymore nowadays. But it's really awesome that you do get to see these diverse kind of, specifically tailored, not really tailored, but specifically, like experimental. A lot of people do try to experiment 3v3 loadouts, because, you do get to have a lot more variety in your loadout when it is a 3v3. You don't have to dedicate socket units, to multiple people. You can just have 2 if you want. It's usually moneymakers and generators. But as we can see here, Triplicity doing a quick scout on the factory and on all of Blue's outposts on that side, but we can see 2 levelers out on the field for blue team. Pre-made lunchbox, but actually green team also made a pre-made lunchbox and has decided to put it directly on the socket right away. And Triplicity now asking his team if they want to hit top. Yoyobuae cleaning up these neutrals. That's what you see a lot, and SPOTFIR doing the same thing. Neutrals going down for a lot of the team, but WayWay with that saucer, actually with a booster saucer. Once again, we see that he does go with Blink first, actually, instead of Abduct. I would have expected Blink to be second after Abduct, especially on Vale, because Vale it has so many neutrals. It's really valuable to go with Abduct first. And WayWay, there is a Dillo down here for blue, so it does look like they are going to try to start with that outpost there at the bottom. And there is a lot of fire going down here. Triplicity, WayWay and darkblaze trying to shoot up at the green players sitting over this outpost, but I'm not really sure why, because they were kind of over that, and WayWay was really far out there. But now they are starting to push harder for this bottom outpost. There is actually a ping down. I think that was either by darkblaze or WayWay, but now darkblaze fighting it out with Triplicity. Triplicity getting those rockets off, but he does get backs out of his outpost and back to his outpost, and darkblaze does retreat back to his as well. And at this point, we do have every single outpost on each team's side fairly secure. There are a fair amount of units surrounding each one, at the very least jackals, and actually this mid is not really that really surrounded, but blue has actually been able to clear out the one section, 1/3 of all the neutrals on this side. WayWay has actually been doing a really good job with the micro. He does not yet have Abduct, and I'm really surprised about that. I would have expected that. darkblaze actually is able to take it, and now DK doing a little bit of harass, but SPOTFIR not cleaning, but handling it and responding very well, and really thwarting that extra distract. And now, Triplicity giving the signal they are going to start pushing for this top outpost, which you do really have to do quite quickly, especially on Vale, because on Vale you do really have a lot of defense going down on all your outposts. And right now, DK trying to do some harass, trying to neutralize his outpost, but probably will not be able to get it. Actually, he does have 2 lights down. And he does go down. I don't think the neutrals will be able to finish this neutralization job on this blue outpost, and it does go all 4 bulbs back up, and blue will be able to completely keep that. But now the green push is coming for this top factory. SPOTFIR trying to do, gets taken out by Triplicity before he gets back to that factory, and he would have been able to do a really good job, taking that. And Triplicity does point out that the units were split. If you do a T capture on Vale, I think Vale has the least, probably like 4 nodes or so to push using T, and that just really causes a really big problem when you're trying to push toward an outpost, especially from the opposing ones, the ones that are straight on each other. And SPOTFIR able to completely kill that boxer, and Triplicity. That was Yoyobuae actually. Trying to move some stuff around for blue, or for green, but didn't really get anywhere with that. Blue does have this bottom right hand factory very well capture it and secure it. Since it's really far from other, like on Vale, it's really, each outpost is extremely much further than other outposts than any other map, and DeKay going down there, but he is able to neutralize this outpost. Anytime you can get neutralized, it is really beneficial for you. I don't know if it's worth a death this early in the game. Well, it is, but they won't. But the problem is, once again, this is Vale, and the outposts are really far from each other, so it does take slightly less defenses to keep an outpost compared to a lot of other maps. Triplicity almost getting killed by those neutral missiles, but green is going to be trying to take this. SPOTFIR does spot it, is going to take down this Dillo, and this is really damaging for green now, because blue was able to take that bottom right, and green really, to even the score, would have had to take this upper left, but now the problem is blue does see it, and there will be a contest for that upper outpost. And Triplicity does get saved there by, I think that was Yoyobuae. I'm not really sure though. It might have been DeKay. But yeah, SPOTFIR bringing more tanks up here. Ooh, this is going to be quite a fight. I would really expect the rest of his teammates. Yes, darkblaze does come up to support him, and Triplicity, Triplicity is able to finish off those other two tanks. But only one. darkblaze did save the other, and now all three mechs, or two out of the three mechs for each team, are here to fight for this outpost. It does go to blue, and I think blue is will be able to take it. Triplicity, does not get away. SPOTFIR does finish him off on that liftoff, and now blue will be able to, all three members are here. They are going to be able to completely take this, and they're going to dedicate a lot of resources to keeping that as well. If they keep the bottom right and the upper left, man, that is really good for them. They are going to be way ahead with WayWay on their team, ironically enough, right? But Yoyobuae trying to do a neutral. I don't think this is a good idea. He will be able to, he might be able to get the neutralized, but the thing is, all three blue members were over here to support, and I think, SPOTFIR trying to drop the defensive probes, but not in time. He does get 3 bulbs up, but Yoyobuae is still here, and he actually has quite a lot of life left. And actually, green has been able to take this middle outpost with that earlier push from Triplicity and DeKay, and now they are really close to the fort, but blue choosing to just straight push to try to take this back as quickly as possible, not necessarily taking green off guard, but not giving the chance to further reinforce this outpost. But now darkblaze did get taken out, and the other two members of the team, WayWay and SPOTFIR, are not going to be able to really take this away from green. Green has been able to drop a lot of tanks in defense, and that is really effective. These tanks, the tank dominance has really not gone away in AirMech, and even though light units are much more viable in WayWay, putting an artillery gun, it will be firing into there. I don't know if green will be able to notice that straight away. Triplicity trying to clean up whatever units he can in the meantime between between pushes, I guess. And very low on life, is swinging away, but that shield will take a lot of the damage straight up. So and Striker's shield has been buffed recently to take a little bit more damage than it has before. As you could see, he was taking shot after shot of those Dillos, and the shield was not going down. But I think if you're swinging the sword, the shield is not in effect. So it's either one or the other. And now green push going for this factory. Now darkblaze is so close to death, and Triplicity trying to finish him off, but darkblaze does get the lift off before and the heal before he gets finished. And DeKay very low on life, gets bombed, gets EMP'd, and gets finished off by darkblaze right there very quickly. And at this point, green's tank push to this area has failed, but that is, I think, in part, I would say in part, to that limit of 4 units to be T-pushed toward an opposing outpost on Vale. That there has been a post by Triplicity on the forums, pointing out that bug. He does have a video illustrating that there is only 4 nodes, or waypoints, if you will. And SPOTFIR getting taken out by DeKay there, getting focused on really quick. Once he was under fire from DeKay at that point, he was really kind of doomed because of all the surrounding units and all the damage that was already on him. darkblaze also almost getting taken down there, but no one decides to follow and get that kill. And right now, DeKay doing a little bit harassed, does get taken down by WayWay, and darkblaze double team all the way back to his outpost. And the problem is now, blue's really behind now that all the pressure is on their side of the map. Yoyobuae attacking this front. Triplicity starting to move units up here and abusing this area as well. And even though they do have the corners, just this mid outpost being under control for green gives them a lot of power. It really allows them to choose where to put the pressure on. And at this point, having this outpost forces blue to be on the defensive instead of trying to choose. darkblaze gets taken out there again. Triplicity and DeKay did have a slight double team there, and Triplicity was able to get that finish. and WayWay just doing quick flybys. There is not that much he can do at this point, and he really is just trying to micro step around to I mean, and the problem is there is on Vale there are so many barriers. For example, this this outpost here is really blocked by this forest. There is this path to this other outpost, but and now this outpost is pretty much blocked by forest to this outpost. So there really isn't that much direct path from post to post here on Vale. You really do have to go quite a ways around to be able to attack an outpost of a specific outpost. Sometimes there is a little bit of harass going down here by SPOTFIR. He is able to take down one moneymaker. He does not. I do not think he's going to get away here though. Yeah, he did get taken out, but by Triplicity, and now Blue really needs to do something. I don't think, yeah, their sockets have not been completely filled, even though they have these, like this one does have generators, but they really need moneymakers at this point because they are not necessarily starved for power, but they need the cash to really produce the army that they need to be able to make a counter push on this mid outpost from pretty much in any of their like their fort would be able to go there. This would be able to go to this middle power station here, and that's the thing that they really. Oh, and right now DeKay and Yoyobuae are doing a little bit of attack on this bottom outpost, are able to neutralize it, and DeKay, but they do not have any infantry. I do not know if any of them are coming. There are two on their way here. They are getting taken out by that Gemini. So even though, but the problem, even though they haven't taken it, DeKay and Yoyobuae have been able to clear those units down there, and now Blue is only one corner outpost in control. But they do have quite a good defensive artillery set up here. They have a lot of Berthas firing against the Berthas of Green, so they will not be able to have a direct line of fire. Green won't be able to. And I think this little area here on the forest, and I think maybe there's an area here somewhere. No, there actually isn't. But there are a couple angles that you can put units on. But Green has been able to take this. They have not been able to fill the sockets yet. But Blue, okay, Blue now finally has this filled with moneymakers, and so that will be able to let them be able to take advantage of that that corner post that they have. But the thing is, Green haven't filled out with moneymakers yet. DeKay is the one with the moneymakers at this point, and he is not. He does not have any in queue, but he is actually taking care of Blue's moneymakers, which is pretty much exactly the same thing as making moneymakers of your own. It's just extra income that the opponent is not getting, as opposed to what you might be able to get. And WayWay is here to respond and will not be able to chase down DeKay. Warthog's very. Oh, actually, DeKay does not go straight for the other outpost, and he does get chased down by darkblaze and WayWay there. And right now, Triplicity stalking SPOTFIR, but SPOTFIR on the ground getting that heal. Yoyobuae finally here with the chopper to be able to get those rockets off, and they do finish him off with that double team. Whew. And now Triplicity has lost a lot of units over here. The Bertha fire from... Wow, look at all those Berthas. There are 5 Berthas firing into Green's area over here, the middle outpost. They have been able to neutralize it. Even though there are a couple tanks here, those Berthas will be able to just finish them off so quick. Yoyobuae has been able to bring 4 actually Longhorn over here, and is really contesting this area. He needs to retreat a little bit, and I think that was just a direct push from the bottom area that Green controls. And now Yoyobuae very low on life, gonna get stuck by WayWay here. I don't think he's gonna be able to get away. He does get killed by that booster saucer stock there, and now Triplicity here to re-support what Yoyobuae was starting, but a lot of those tanks that have been brought over have been killed, and Triplicity goes down in the meantime, and now DeKay is the only one here left, and he is called out by Triplicity to try to take bottom, but instead tries to take out this single Longhorn sitting here and SPOTFIR picks it up and saves it, and that was just pretty much not really any time that he was able to use. He was the only one left on his team, and it was requested by Triplicity to go to the bottom outpost, but did see up an opportunity. Very understandable that he did try to take that. Oh, and now SPOTFIR not able to finish him off there. I would have thought that he would have tried to maybe follow with a tap fire, but he did not get that. Oh, now WayWay pushing over to the bottom outpost, I think. But the problem is, I'm not sure if he's aware as well that T-Capture is only going to send 4. I think he might be sending this to attack, and I think that's what actually will be able to get it there. Oh no, look at that! A lot of split units. These are going this way, these are going that way, and there's only going to be a couple units here going for this bottom outpost, and that is the problem. WayWay does have to ferry these 4 rebels over here. Some of them are going even for this middle outpost, and that's the problem with Vale right right now that doesn't have as many waypoints as really needs to be, especially this huge map, really needs to support much more than just 4 or 5, even 6, even 10 is really not enough. What WayWay just now sent, I would say close to 20 units at that time, and he really needed that. If he had all of them going there, he might have been able to actually take that time, even without the support of anyone, any of his other teammates there. Tripliciy is trying to deal with this. It did get neutralized, but he does take it back, and is trying to, you know, reposition everything for a better defense. And Tripliciy decides to counter push, is going to go up there. I don't know if he's going to go with a T-capture or not. At this point, I'm not really sure if he's 100% aware. He did post that bug afterwards. Not necessarily a bug, but I guess a feature request nowadays. But yeah, he is sending some up. I'm not sure if they split, they're going to split here. Oh no, they split here. Okay, yes, and some do go this way. Only 4 or so army units go up here that were sent. But the thing is, because this is a counter push that was a result of the other units at this outpost being pushed away, so now they are able to take it. But actually, Blue is able to take this one as well. Completely, like, stuff happens so fast on all sides of the map on Vale. You really need to go back and forth to be able to keep track of it. And SPOTFIR getting taken down by the units, but mostly the DPS went down by Triplicity's fire. Oh, darkblaze almost getting away. Oh, he does have to Viking dance up and down. He's very low on energy, does get killed by Tripliciy. And now WayWay enforcing this area. It is going to be able to get a lot of abduct on here unless one of the green team responds. Does not get that seeker completely, but now he does, and now he is free to try to take this last longhorn, which is smoking black. Probably not going to get it before it gets killed, and that is the case there. Yoyobuae and DeKay over here on this outpost. DeKay is just doing a quick flyby. Yoyobuae was starting to bring some longhorn, but you know, without any teammate support, it is quite dangerous sometimes. And now we do have quite a mirror on the map, with blue team having the upper left-hand corner and this factory, and power station, as well as this factory. Now green having these 3. It is quite split down actually down the horizontal right here on the mini map. You can see my mouse moving. It is pretty symmetrical in terms of the outpost owned. We do have quite an even game here at this point with the unit. Even though the upkeep count is favoring blue, I would say the action, to be honest, has been favoring green. Oh, and DK going down to that triple team pretty much there. He really had no choice but to die. There was no getting away from that. Now SPOTFIR does take this opportunity to go to the back, kill a Moneymaker, and get away. It's really all you need. One Moneymaker kill is definitely worth the trip. And now harass going down by Triplicity. He was not able to take down that socket unit, and he's probably going to be forced to retreat here. But WayWay with that blink saucer does almost get him in that. I would have expected WayWay to just blink and try to get that kill immediately. Prioritizing mech kills nowadays is actually very valuable to have that just absence from the field. The mechs are much more, actually, weirdly enough, right now, mech power against units has been nerfed since a couple months ago, but for some reason, I just have been noticing that, you know, mech absence nowadays, people have been able to really take advantage of mechs being absent, and now both teams, I think, are pretty clueless as to how to proceed at this point, just because Vale really isn't that, you know, that played of a map right now. And right now, Yoyobuae's actually been able to neutralize this outpost, bringing 4 level 4 creeps, but does not get it. WayWay trying to follow him back and does get that. Oh no, Yoyobuae did get killed by enemy units, but WayWay did get that kill on DeKay that was sitting right over there. And darkblaze doing a quick scout with his cloak Neo, and a cool little flip there. Let's see if he's able to use that. But the thing is, now at this point, every single outpost is extremely defended, except I guess this fort, and this fort's kind of defended. There's pretty good amount of defenses there. And at this point, yeah, this is fairly defended. This one's very defended. This one is not as defended. So, but the problem is there is these 2 outposts sitting over here, you know, in the way of the other outposts. So there is no direct line. There is no direct push line. It would have to be a ninja at that point. And on a 3v3 with really high level players, they are very map aware, and it's going to be really hard to slip by them. And Yoyobuae does get taken down by SPOTFIR there. dogfighting back and forth on Vale. Vale, because it's such a huge map, does and darkblaze does take down that moneymaker. Triplicity is not able to finish him off there. But yeah, because Vale is so huge, it really creates a lot of mech, a lot of mech play. There is a lot of ups and downs in terms of chasing. There's a lot of Viking dancing going on. There's a lot of dogfighting going on, and especially because there's such, like post to post distance is really far. The opportunities for chasing, which Saucers and Neos really excel at, even strikers to an extent with those missiles. But yeah, because there's so much outpost distance between posts, what just happens is there's just a lot of dogfighting, a lot of chasing, and you do see Ospreys and Bombers getting taken down in the retreat back. I would say less Warthog, because Warthog is extremely tanky. They have so much life, and actually Blue has been able to make quite a clump of units over here, putting a lot of pressure on this green outpost, and this is pretty much Blue's best chance at this point. And the funny thing is, I think at least 90%, if not all of that, has been WayWay, but now because there are two contesting mechs in this area, they have been able to clean up a lot of those units, and a lot of them have been evacuated by WayWay there. And Triplicity getting killed by WayWay off camera there, or off screen. But now, DeKay is the only one over here. Where is Yoyobuae? Yoyobuae needs to help DeKay. It really needs to support him. There are two mechs fighting against him here. Three mechs actually, and Triplicity is down. So Yoyobuae really needs to come over here and support. But actually, I think he's just doing a couple weird. He's sending boxers. I don't know if he's gonna try to push, but DeKay really needs help handling all these mechs. Well, actually, he actually cleared it pretty well. Wow, DK OP, man, completely thwarted all the 3-mech push, or the 3-mech pressure that was going down there. But does get killed by the Goliath sitting there. Does stay there, just sit there right in front of the Goliath, and just takes a bunch of damage and gets killed. But that's okay. He really did his job very well, especially since Yoyobuae and Triplicity were not in the air. Triplicity, because he was down, and now trying to dogfight with a booster saucer. Triplicity so low on life, almost gets down. But actually WayWay was also very low on life. Both of them forced to retreat. SPOTFIR also almost getting killed there. But once again, these high-level players really good at evacuating their, like just running away exactly when they need to. And SPOTFIR right there doing a little bit of bombing. With a Warthog, we don't really see that often. We have not been able to see these stasis mines coming out for Triplicity yet, and SPOTFIR again dropping back here to get that moneymaker kill. And one Seeker, especially with a late game Warthog, does get killed by Triplicity there on the way out. But one Seeker, especially against a late game Warthog, is not going to be enough to kill it. And now WayWay doing a weird push. I'm not really sure where this is going. I think this might be a fort push, and they are using it for pushing against an outpost, I guess. And now Green has actually decided to push as well, and there's going to be two pushes, one heavy of Dillos, and this huge Longhorn push is going to shut it down so hard. There's two pushes going against each other. It's actually something I've never seen of this size, but these Dillos are getting just smashed by the Triplicity says it doesn't matter where it goes, because of the quantity. It's just crazy strong. It really needs to and they are really pushing, and because it's a T-push, and because of the small number of waypoints on Vale, they are going to go all over the place, and they are just going to distract the hell out of the green team, or the blue team. Some are going to go here, and they are going to get kind of killed by SPOTFIR and these Goliaths, but these are over here are probably going to be able to take this outpost. Even though WayWay is still here, there are a lot of units that are going to come over here. No, actually, they've been killed. This is super confusing. Where do they all go? And two armadillos have been dropped over here. Triplicity blocking with whatever he can, but now all the action is over here at Blue's mid outpost. There is not many green units left, and it's just really gonna kind of dire for Green's push at this point. DK going down to SPOTFIR and all the units in the area as well. And now, where did it all go? Triplicity says. I think it all went to being dead. That's the problem. Vale really does need desperately a rework with their T capture waypoints, and Triplicity killing SPOTFIR there right before. But now it's once again kind of the same story. 191 to 122 upkeep difference. So the thing is, blue has a huge upkeep advantage, but the problem is because it's Vale, they are scattered everywhere. There are Goliaths in mid, there are Longhorns and Hats over here, there are a bunch of Goliaths stationed over here, there are a bunch of Longhorns stationed over here, there are a couple Goliaths, there's one Goliath actually, and a couple Longhorns and etc. stationed over there. DK trying to take out what he can just by landing and shooting, but it's just really, I think it's going to get him killed. SPOTFIR almost finishes him off. Very, very low on life there. DK does not get killed, though. Is able to get back to his outpost in time. Does know that timing pretty well. Oh, but now there are two mechs over here. Almost gets EMP'd, and SPOTFIR once again is not able to follow him back. And there is another contest for this outpost. WayWay defending against Triplicity here. And at this point, Yoyobuae, I'm not really sure what he's trying to get out with these boxers, but he really needs to start supporting his teammates, especially in either defense or offense at this point would really help. But he's just trying to get these boxers to work, and I'm not really sure what it's accomplishing. DK doing a lot of effective harass here, actually. Gonna get taken down eventually, but actually brings two of the enemy mechs over here and distract, and actually darkblaze also comes back, so that is actually pretty productive in my opinion. Yoyobuae dropping some, I think he dropped the boxers over here. No, oh yeah, dropped some boxers, loaded them with level 4 creeps, and actually some of them are wandering away. I'm not really sure why. This outpost here is completely neutral, so they really needed to start going over here. Yoyobuae bringing them back, but they do take it. It's going to get neutralized pretty quick because of all the blue presence over here. Unless we do see some defensive infantry going down for green, which we do. We don't really see enough, though. There are two bulbs down, and there are a lot of back and forth deaths happening right now. Darkblaze a little bit less than half life. DK almost dead. SPOTFIR stalking him, but DK, you gotta heal. You have an outpost right there. Oh, but DK does go down. Yoyobuae does take out Darkblaze also, though. And now it's SPOTFIR and Yoyobuae, and with Triplicity and WayWay fighting for this outpost. It is green, so if I were green, I'd really start to try to drop as much as I possibly can. But SPOTFIR using that really high Warthog DPS, going straight for the neutralization, does get it, and now Triplicity and Yoyo, but Yoyo does bring more over here, more infantry, and they will be able to retake it. SPOTFIR does go down to Triplicity, and they will be able to retake this outpost, and now green will have this advantage. They will have a slight outpost advantage. It goes here and here, I think, versus, and basically on blue side, this is what green owns. And now there is quite a massive Goliath push coming down, but definitely green sees it, and now they are going to start turtling, not necessarily turtling, but creating a really good perpendicular wall of units to try to handle those incoming Goliaths as much as possible. And the problem is here there are Dillos and Goliaths mixed in, and the thing is they are so split. They really need to come in all at once as much as possible. WayWay going down to DK before he can drop those Dillos on the fort, and that is a really big blow. WayWay being that really good micro on their team with that booster saucer. When those Goliaths got to when all this huge push of Goliaths gets to this fort, that booster saucer would have been really good. And we do have a complete wipe on green, or on blue team by green, and now they are free to just handle this Goliath push as easy as they can, just with all these units that are just going to put them, look at that, so good perpendicular that it is the crossing the T phenomena, or not phenomena, but principle. WayWay is back here, but I don't think he'll be able to really use use this push to its full effectiveness. All these Goliaths are just going to get smashed by one at a time coming in here. WayWay is trying to micro it around, does get killed, but gets one on the corner. There is some blocking Longhorn over here, so that is going to be shut down by blue eventually, and Darkblaze bringing another one, but it just continues to get blocked. And now, bottom right, Triplicity called it out for me, and that is SPOTFIR just ripping up all these units over here. He does kill pretty much everything, well, half of everything, I think, and neutralizes the outpost. Almost dead. Gonna go down to Triplicity eventually. The Warthog definitely not going to be able to outrun this striker, even out-transform. But SPOTFIR doing an insanely good job. Viking dancing lasts a very long time. On any other map, he probably would have been able to get back to his outpost, but that time did get killed by Triplicity there. And now they are going to retake this outpost, and blue is going to have a huge advantage. Darkblaze is here with a Longhorn and a Dillo. Oh my god, it's really close. Green is almost dead. I don't know why no one's responding to this, but Triplicity is going to be responding here. Going to try to get as much block as he can, but Darkblaze is getting quite a lot of damage off. Green is almost dead, and green really needs to respond here. They're almost dead here, and they're very low on life. They do finally get the block off and do kill Darkblaze, so now they have like a tenth of their life, but the problem is it is overtime too, and even though they are ahead on outposts, they're so low on life. And now darkblaze says, don't let the drop. Oh, he is going to say, don't let them drop on us. But WayWay is just shooting straight in here, and it's getting quite a lot of damage, and it's really helping the overtime bleed. And now darkblaze calling it the GGWP. Oh man, that took a lot of life down on them, and now it is going to be green trying to do a couple drops on blue. But the problem is that is exactly what they're going to be expecting, and now it's just not in time. Blue team does take this match by amazing last-minute drop, and they used those Goliath pushes, and the Goliath push really took a lot of life, from green. I mean, not that much, but enough to let darkblaze's unattended drop there. No one responded, and that was able to completely finish them off. Whoa. But yeah, looking at the endgame stats, kind of even on score actually, which you know you would kind of expect just because the game was quite even the entire time. And I think, oh god, I really got to review all these stats, but someone can drop in the comments what these mean. So, but yeah, this is RUI, and that's game. See you next time.